Throughout his career as Supreme Chancellor, and later reign as Galactic Emperor, Palpatine amassed many fanatical supporters that beloved him and his ideals. Though perhaps the most fanatical supporter of his, a man who outright loved Palpatine and was borderline obsessed with him, was Grand Admiral Ishin Ilraz. Before his promotion to Grand Admiral in the era of the Empire, Ishin Ilraz was a well-known member of the Commission for the Protection of the Republic, which was a political organization that supported the Republic during the Clone Wars and was one of the biggest advocates of the current Supreme Chancellor, frequently advocating for his need to gain power as a means to win the war and strengthen the overall Republic. Once the Republic transformed into the Empire, this organization was then changed into the Commission for the Preservation of the New Order, which held the same supportive idea, but for the Empire and Emperor Palpatine, promoting the New Order's promises of peace and prosperity. Ishin Ilraz quickly became a key leader in the organization, which caught the attention of Palpatine, who noted the young man's devotion to him. About 17 years after the formation of the Empire, Palpatine created a new imperial rank known as Grand Admiral, which was to be held by only 12 men at a time. Despite not having any military training or experience whatsoever, Ishin Ilraz was promoted as one of the original 12 Grand Admirals. Such a promotion received massive backlash and criticism from within the imperial military, calling his promotion as pure nonsense and as a textbook political appointment. Nonetheless, Ishin Ilraz retained the rank of Grand Admiral, which he was absolutely astonished that he was given by the Emperor, which only increased his devotion to him tenfold. Palpatine quickly became an idol to the Grand Admiral, who became obsessed with trying to impress him. Knowing how cruel and sadistic Palpatine really was, Ishin Ilraz purposely committed multiple genocides in the most horrific ways possible, in hopes of simply entertaining Palpatine and getting on his good side. Such actions made him quite possibly the most unpopular person within the Imperial military, not only among the public, but also among his peers who viewed him as a maniac who was no better than a low-life criminal. But none of this outrage was validated by Palpatine, who was simply indifferent to the Grand Admiral's actions and allowed for him to retain his position. Then came the Battle of Endor, which saw the death of Emperor Palpatine. When word of this reached Ishin Ilraz, he became immensely depressed. Having devoted his life to the Emperor, Ishin Ilraz convinced himself he had no other purpose in life to live for. His depression grew, which made him become increasingly unstable over time. While the Empire fell around him, with most high-ranking Imperials, including many of his Grand Admiral colleagues, fighting over control for the Imperial throne, Ishin Ilraz was just randomly going around in the Outer Rim and using his fleet to destroy random backwater worlds. He was left alone to do whatever he wanted in his corner of the galaxy, as no one viewed him as a threat. So he continued to wipe out primitive planets for a while as a way to deal with his depression. He eventually came across a fellow Grand Admiral named Palpy Sin, who instantly noticed how visibly distressed and depressed he was. Feeling bad for him and hoping to make him feel better, Palpy Sin gave Ishin Ilraz a copy of his Church of the Dark Side sacred text, which was based on a mock religion created by Imperial intelligence as a means to stabilize the Empire and prevent infighting. One of the things the Church of the Dark Side believed in was that Palpatine would one day return to the galaxy and rain hell upon all those that betrayed him and sought the Imperial throne. But despite these churches' claims of his idol coming back to life one day, Ishin Ilraz dismissed them, possibly believing them to be nothing more but Imperial propaganda in a desperate attempt at reuniting the crippled Empire. Ishin Ilraz soon became more and more depressed, to the point where he couldn't take it anymore. Seeking to commit suicide, he took his Star Destroyer and configured it so that it would plunge itself into a star. While his crew desperately tried to reconfigure the Star Destroyer's course to destruction, Ishin Ilraz was spouting his love for Palpatine and the ideals that he devoted his life to. The Star Destroyer instantly vaporized as it flew into the sun, killing Ishin Ilraz along with over 3,000 crewmen who were on board. Thanks for watching this episode of The Lore Master. Be sure to subscribe for more Star Wars lore videos like these in the future. And may the Force be with you.